the underworld.
I'm drawn to these stories by that sense of wonder and exploration that you find underground, of going somewhere that no one's ever been before, and as a photographer, going there and being able to make a photograph of it and bring it back to the rest of the world. Most of us can't go to these places. Either they're too hard to get to, or we don't have time. No one likes to go through tight squeezes to get to something beautiful. Most caves are not very big. And when you're in them, you have a real feeling, sort of a feeling of claustrophobia, because you're in the darkness and maybe you're squeezing through a little passage, and it's very scary. But I can go there as a photographer and make an image and bring that back. And that's the most incredible gift to me, is that I can communicate the beauty of the underground world to people who can't go there.
Our cameras are rolling on the exact moment Alvarez captures this top 10 photo.
Stephen Alvarez takes his camera and his life into places I don't want to go. Look at this photograph. You've got this caver, can barely get his nose and mouth out of the water. I don't want to be there. And this is unusual because so often I'll see a picture in National Geographic magazine and I'll think, boy, I wish I was there. I wish I could be there. But I look at this picture and I think, thank goodness I don't have to go there and do that. And Stephen has brought technical skills and expertise to it like no one who's been in caves before. I chose this photograph. This is the one that says courage, risk, intensity, and this thirst to explore.
Number 6, The Assignment, the changing face of Islam in Indonesia.
Jim Noctway came to us with an idea. He wanted to go to Indonesia and photograph a country that is the largest Muslim population of any nation in the world.
Through most of my career, I've concentrated on conflicts and critical social issues. It's taken me to many wars all over the world, beginning in 1981, virtually every continent, many, many wars in contemporary history.
His photography covers not only war, but worldwide social conflict, which is what he explores in Indonesia.
So it's a kind of sleeping giant. It's traditionally been a very tolerant society. It has accepted secular practices, has accepted other religions and other cultures. And in recent years, there's been a strain of fundamentalism that's come into Indonesia, and even radicalism and violence. So it's very important to understand what Indonesia really is. And I think in doing this story, we were trying to enlighten people about the unique nature of Indonesia. It is a very powerful geographic and demographic force in Southeast Asia.
Noctway's story covers the many faces of Islam here, but his top 10 image depicts devout Muslims who do not condone violence.
Jim Noctway's picture from Indonesia is haunting. It's mysterious, yet the form is beautiful.
On Sulawesi, at a commune called An Nadzir, Noctway finds a very devout approach to Islam.
This is at the feast of Eid al-Adha, which is the day of sacrifice. I made this picture on the borderline between childhood and womanhood. The women are all covered in full chador. The child is still uncovered, except for her head. You can see her face, you can see her identity, her personality. She's got a kind of innocence and playfulness to her. You can see her moving her arms, almost as if she's flying. And what she faces in her future is what we see behind her.
This is another one of those photographs that goes from powerful photojournalism to art. This is a photograph that connects me, even though there's this mystery of who those people are behind the veil, connects me with my fellow man.
As a journalist, my goal is always to create awareness and understanding. Because Indonesia is such a large force in the world, I think there are, a lot of people in this world who put their life at risk for something they believe in. The higher cause of journalism is to serve humanity. The change cannot happen until we identify what's wrong. I believe journalism is a service industry, and the service we provide is awareness.
Number 5, the assignment. Green rooftops around the world.
The green roof story and the photographs that are in it are about aesthetics. It's saving energy. It's being green and being beautiful at the same time. Diane Cook and Len Jensel are by nature very curious people.
While scouting and shooting on building tops to show a new trend in building green, Jen Shaw and Cook travel to 20 cities, sometimes both shooting at once.
Isn't that beautiful?
It depends on the story. Sometimes we're both behind the camera talking about a frame because we have the camera on a tripod. Or, if we're working in a helicopter, at $900 an hour, we're both going to be shooting at the same time, so we get, twice as much accomplished during that time.
And half the time we don't even remember who took what picture.
The top 10 photo of a green roof may look like a simple shot, but it isn't easy to get.
Well, when people, look at a finished picture, they never really know how much work went into it, because everybody thinks, oh, all you have to do is push a button.